All right, welcome back into the Gridiron. It's the rookie show. We take the top 5 rookies plus the honorable mention O.J. Howard. We're going to break them down. How do they relate to the NFL and, of course, to the dynasty, the most important thing. It's your boy Expert, and I got the all-star crew, Farquad, Chris Murray, and HB with me. And this next guy we're going to talk about is the fastest guy coming out of the combine. He holds the record. It's the wide receiver coming out of Washington. It's Mr. John Ross, 5'11", 188 pounds, can just blaze down the field. And we know the homie Farquad been in love with John Ross before he even announced he was coming out of college. This is a guy I know Farquad wanted. He wanted the Bengals bad. There was no hiding that fact. They didn't fall to him. He took the Falcons instead. The homie Addy 5 takes the Bengals. Farquad, what is it about John Ross that just makes him so special to you?
As far as Madden, 4.22 he ran at that combine, which is the equivalent to what Madden says, a 98 speed. It's in Madden, speed is everything. We saw with Michael Vick back in Madden 03, maybe 04, and just all the way up to Madden 18. The speed is dangerous. It's dangerous. I was shocked that John Ross actually went top 10. The scouts were kind of saying he was going to go later in the draft, but since he knew what they was doing, best they get this guy, partner him up with AJ Green. Let's talk, and bring that back into Dynasty and the user he's going to, which is a pass happy, user as far as Addy 5. This guy is dangerous, man. You can use him wide receiver position, wildcat maybe if you wanted to, if you switch positions. You can use him to kick return. Like this speed, it's dangerous. It's dangerous, man. I'm very excited to see what this guy's going to do in Madden and in the actual NFL.
Okay, so Farquad, they say this guy is the home run hitter of a wide receiver. And you talked about A.J. Green for a little bit. Cincinnati has a very decent tight end. They got a good run game. They got a good defense. So how does John Ross fit into this offense? Does he just plug in from day one and he just adds another layer to this offense? Or is he going to have to find his way somehow to make an impact with so many different weapons on that Cincinnati team?
They're definitely going to have to utilize him in certain packages and use him in certain positions. He's not. He's not a 3-down wide receiver. He's undersized and his below average strength, man. That's what's going to hurt. It's going to hurt him the most. But if you put him in pack, I'm sure that the coaching staff is going to utilize him to the best of his abilities, man. Because this is God-given speed. So. You got to use him in certain packages. I don't see him lining up out there with these beast cornerbacks and these linebackers now that can keep up with him. I don't see it. So you got to utilize him in packages to get him going.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things. You have to put this guy in motion. You're gonna have to make him shifty. You're not gonna allow a DB to get his hands on him right from the start. Okay, Andre, this guy is not known as a top route runner though. He's been known to stumble coming out his routes. He's been known to trip over himself when he catches the football. Is that something that is going to hurt John Ross in the NFL? Oh, we lost Andre again.
Yeah, it's sound, unfortunately. That's okay.
Okay, OG, what do you think? I mean, route running is so crucial in the NFL. If you cannot run your routes in the NFL, you cannot be effective as a wide receiver. How is he going to fix that problem?
Man, listen, he got one of the top 5 wide receivers on his team, But to me, this will display how humble you can be, because some guys don't like, going to other guys with certain talents and, asking for help. But if this guy can sit here, humble himself, just dedicate himself to his craft, we all know, if we know that he's struggling with, I'm pretty sure that he do, they just got to dedicate himself to his craft because even though Farquhar said speed is everything, he's little. It's not like he has any type of height or any type of weight to him. So, yeah, you could run past the cornerback, but you gotta also remember there's a safety back there. And when you over there, you got some big hitters, Cam Chancellor, that, just play over the top. And when this guy go up to go catch the ball, lay a hit on him. He's going to drop it because he's little. But I just think he should just dedicate himself to his craft, As long as he can sit there, put the work in, the time and the effort, as far as, with the things that he's weak on, the speed is just going to help him out regardless. It doesn't matter if you know how to run the route. because with a 98 speed, pretty much, how much route running do you really need? And if you
That's true.
motion right and you can read the defense right, you could put him in the right spot on the field. And with Madden 18 adding the quarterback targeting and passing, the guy's going to be dangerous. So I hope his route running doesn't increase because he's going to be a flat out beast. A double headed sword like you don't. This guy's just crazy, man.
He's an 84 route runner in Madden too. So I mean, they showed him love.
They did show him love. They did show him love to give him that route running attribute because that was one of his knocks coming out of college. Andre, did we get you back yet? Still no Andre. Okay, Farquad. Being a Philadelphia Eagle fan, you gonna know this name very, very well that pops up, and it's Deshaun Jackson.
Yes.
John Ross reminds me of a younger Deshaun Jackson, and one of the knocks on Deshaun Jackson, and you know this, Farquad, as an Eagle fan, that when a play goes bad, when it doesn't go his way, he likes to drop his head a little bit. He got that chip on his shoulder. Now, being a Cowboy, we got one of those guys in Dallas. His name is Dez Bryant. When he don't get the ball 3-4 plays in a row, he starts to get upset and he starts to get vocal. Deshaun Jackson the same way. Is that a knock on a wide receiver, or is that just a wide receiver that's passionate about his craft?
I honestly, I think it's a passionate, hungry receiver. I'm the same way. I had 2 flag football games today, and I was definitely getting upset when I wasn't getting the ball. But when I did get the ball, I made plays. I made shit happen. So that's the same thing with any athlete, man. They're gonna want to catch, especially when you can burn the guy in front of you. So he's just a passionate guy. The media is gonna try to scrutinize it however they want. I know some coaches are not a fan of it. They call it bad body language, but that's just a guy hungry to want the ball, knowing he can beat his defender in front of him. So I think he'll be all right.
Just
no
to
doubt.
On that real fast,
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that there's a time and a place for it. Even though you didn't get the ball, keep those. Learn how to you could be passionate.